am Dr. Ana Katrina Waminalwatin, and this is my negosyo.
Hi, this is Sunshine Ato, and this is my negosyo.
Welcome to Pablo and Sayconera Cafe.
Welcome to Seafoods Dubai!
I am a practicing clinical psychologist. So, in most days, na ako sa clinic or the office, and then we also own and operate a school for special children. So those are the things that we usually do.
I'm an artist, but I used to be an accountant before. So, it's a good start para kanang to put up a business kay when you do cooking sad good, kinahanglan sad naog kanang naay creativity.
Pablo is the name of my father. Kay si daddy mo gina siya ang stricto gyud kaayo with mga ingredients kanang mga lamas, anything gibutangan og mga fertilizer nga katuganing mga chemicals, di siya ganahan butangan. And my father was a good cook. My mom is a good cook, and my father was also a very good cook. Ang Sayconera was actually, because we were trying to apply for DTI, di naman pwede ang Pablo because I think nailaing Pablo. Ang Sayconera is a combination of the word psychologist and cusinera. So it was called Sayconera because diba, there are days that I will post that for today I'm a clinical psychologist, and then today I'm a Sayconera.
Seafoods Dubai because basically the pinaka-critical nga person when it comes to food in our family is my husband. So it was hard to please him in terms of food. So Bai is actually from Bayani. We know it's good if it's approved by Bayani. So it's Seafoods Dubai.
Actually, even 4 or 5 years ago, nagsige na dyan kong post sa Facebook bitaw what we call as the Cafe Abrisera. We call it Abrisera because when I have time, wala ako nag-clinic, walay court hearing, then magluto ko. That's why they call it Abri ang cafe. My friends and family would come over. So, for pila ka years, some of my friends moanhi nga magluto, and then nakapalit man gud akong husband of property just adjacent to our other house ba. Nagpalit dito, and ito supposedly for our garden nga butangan sa mga goldfish, butangan og vegetable garden. So I was thinking instead na lang of making it a garden para sa family lang, why not open it na lang? Because the intention really of Pablo and Sayconera Cafe is for the elderly siya nga market. For the past years, mugid ni among pirmilutoon kining Inun-unan because this was passed on. Gikan pa siya sa akong grandmother, my maternal grandmother, Lourdes Abate Daclan de la Victoria. Siya ang gatudloan ning Inun-unan dito sa iyang mga anak. So akong mami, si Daisy Waminal, Musa di ang permilutoon sa mua ang inun-unan.
Kanang among inun-unan, gikan pa na sa among ginikanan sa kong mama sa una. Kaya naana na dyan na, mura gina, sa kanyang ganyang tamatis, niya, kanang sili espada, suka. Inana dyan na among recipe, anang inun-unan. Simple kay ng inun-unan. Mura dyan na among naamba. Bata pa ko, hantod karon niya, dihan ako naka-realize nga kanang uban, lain di ang ilang recipe, ang ilang mga ipangsagol.
This is very different considering that we don't use MSG, we don't use any artificial or really fresh, no? Most of the vegetables are sourced out from our family farm. Akong sister si Debbie ang mag-supply sa mga vegetables like the sili espada, iyahan na gikan. And also, ang kini nga style nga inun-unan, we don't have ginger, katong mga garlic, onions, we don't use that. Kaysa uban na aman, but sa among lola nga recipe, Lola Uding, wala siya yun, ana.
Dihan ako nag-realize nga, diri na ko nagpuyo sa Talisay nga, daghan ako mga amiga, bitaw nga, mag-ari mo kaon ako, kanang magdunami ka ng group nga mag-meeting me, niya, magdadala mig sudan, yang ako ay inun-unan, na naibusa sa akong inununan, nga nung lami akong inununan, dili para sa ilaha, nga daghan kaing sagol, ko inani naman mo, abi na kung inani po din yung inununan, dili di ay kanang among inununan, ma-original recipe sa among katiguangan.
I think there's really something different with the clay pot, no? It's also with when you cook manggod clay pot, it evokes a lot of kanang happy memories, di ba? Katong mga bata nga magduwa pa tawag kun-kun, sumurag lingaw kayo. And also with the flavor, lahi gid siya inigluto nimo sa clay pot, lahi sad siya ang smell. Also, nindot man gid siya tan-an because I don't like the feel bitaw of steel. Kana bitang magluto ko kanang igatingog bitaw sa steel on steel, I really don't like. So if kabantay ka akong gamit, diba kahoy sad ang akong gamiton nga.
Ambot nga ano sa kahana, nga adto gusto ko naana di nga kun. Ang kun dyan ay lutuan sa inun-unan, mas lami manggid siya yun ikumparar sa lain bitaw nga mga utensil na imong gamiton bitaw, lahi yun ang kun.
We use clay pots because we cook man siya individually by pot. So panalitan na order, usag yun na siya ka clay pot, dili siya i-mix. Kabantay ka, pagluto siya, kung muna siya ang clay pot, maura sa di siya ang i-box. So after ani inigluto na yung mga orders, maura sa na siya ang i-box kay para nindot sad siya nga mo'y magamit sa mga tao nga magluto sila usab. So far no, maayo gyud ang feedback kay ang gibuhat man gud namo, we're trying to test the market while we are still planning para sa pag-build sa we're going to build a small garden cafe ani. So we're testing and then we're trying to look into the taste, the packaging and then the price. So far maayo ang feedback sa taste. And also makahappy man gud nga hatagan kag sudan nga nakabutang sa palayok aside from its comfort. Aside from its home cook, it's a comfort food, gisulod pa gid sa palayok.
Basically, in my end, I'm an artist and I also host, perform, pero zero gyud. So I was trying to help my husband who was also struggling as a lawyer. Lawyer na siya ha, pero wala ginanood kay halt biya tanan mga kaso sa court. So how do we keep afloat our family? So we needed somehow something to keep us busy and something to give us some earnings. Yeah. It basically God-given to siya. Okay? Without that nga opportunity, I don't know asa unsay amo ang kuan sa unta pwedeng income. During the pandemic, we just really had to be creative and to innovate. And as a creative myself, I thought about doing several stuff until I stumbled into my old passion, which is cooking. Because as a homemaker, kanang marag expected siguro nga kanang naakay ways around the kitchen, no? Although it could be the husband or the wife. As for my family, it was me who was more interested or keen towards the kitchen. So I just had to revisit my old books. We have a kitchen Bible actually. It sort of tells us kada unsay mga do's and don'ts sa kitchen ingon ana, no. So once I was able to rekindle that interest again, and then I had the resources, medyo na excite ko kay the pandemic didn't stop us from venturing into something like this one. Kay there was a need for kanang food ordering business. Kay syempre you cannot just go out and buy foods. Why seafoods? Well, my husband and I are both from Bohol, and growing up, we had abundance of very inexpensive nga seafoods, and then fresh, and it was like a natural thing for us to see seafoods on the table on regular events with the family or bonding events. So we wanted to tap that, and we knew from the start nga na siya market good for kanang mga seafood lovers. So eventually we found a supplier who was very close to me. She was a college roommate, and then what's funny about it is that we initially thought of getting stocks or supply from her for our regular consumption. And then she was like, why don't you try ordering some more for people from your subdivision or friends that you know? And so, yeah, why not, diba? Kay kanang it could be a sort of income for me and my family. And then eventually ni pick up siya kay naagyo di ay gihapon yung market. It evolved from raw to cooked because there was this one time nga nag-birthday ang son, akong youngest nga son, and then we gave out food trays to our very closest friends, and then they said, "Uy, lami mo di ka mangluto. You should open a restaurant or something." Kung hala, uy, kuan maguna, homemade ra maguna ato inato ra man nga kuan, and then of course, infuse na mo ang kanang mga nakita na ko sa internet. Kay of course as dili ba ako professional nga chef gyud, so I always do some research, and basically because of always kanang practicing the art of cooking, kanang wag ni improve gyud siya. So why don't you try to sell them online? So that's how it started, and the reviews were good, and dili ma-deny ang kanang pagka-fresh kay that's always been one of our core nga unta kanang maganahan ang mga kuan because of its freshness. We have seafoods. Of course, we have baked chili crabs. You can choose baked or steamed crabs. We have prawns, buttered garlic prawns. We have baked chili prawns, and then we have shrimps. Basically, same po, chili shrimps, and then buttered garlic shrimps, and then we have scallops, baked scallops, and then chili scallops, and then we have combos, a squid. We have grilled squid, and then lately we also offered our baby back ribs kay kanang medyo kuan siya kanang favorite siya sa akong mga kids, and I wanted to share it to the seafood lovers as well. Our special sauce is not something that you can find elsewhere because we made it especially for our chili crab nga mga chili crab or chili seafoods nga mga potahe. So what we do basically is infuse all of the seafoods that we have and cook them in a broth, and then butangan na mo siya og kanang mga what do you call this, tomato paste and all the other herbs and spices. The white sauce is basically cheese and milk. So it's something that complements the tomato-based nga seafood broth that we put into the mixture. So kinda if you wanna try it, then you will know how it tastes together. The secret to good food is basically fresh ingredients, and it has to be cooked with love. And for me, waking up 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, sometimes 3 o'clock, and doing a piece of an ingredient, no, not ingredient, a recipe for like 4 hours. Unsa po may masulti nimo, it's love. There's really love and passion towards cooking. So if wala na siya nga ingredient kanang just for the sake of selling, I don't think it will be as good, as tasteful, as delicious as something made out of love.
The secret to cooking good food is making sure nga maayo gyud ang imong ingredients. We really don't compromise. We don't compromise with the ingredients. Kinahanglan presko gid siya, maayo. Kanaging magluto ko, di ko ganahan sa tamatis, di na ako na-i-appeal. Di ko ganahan magtanaw. Kasi importante gid siya, no? Aside sa imuhang ingredients, ang time sa pagluto, I really don't like kanang luto bitaw nga magdali-dali. So kinahanglan pahimutang gid siya. This is really where the challenge comes in when we do the actual dining. Kay ganahan ko og kanang sakto nga luto, di kay ko ganahan og kanang gidali-dali. At the same time, it's cooking with love. Mo gid na siya, murag siya binuang na siya no, but it's really true. Kay it's cooking with love nga nagluto ka because ganahan ka. Ako, I do my cooking early morning kay ang inun-unan man gud siya. It's not the same as other nga food nga kinanglan kung 12 o'clock, 11 nimo lutoon. Ang inun-unan mas lami siya, actually mas madugay.
Business in the pandemic is not easy. It's something that you'll have to learn. Of course, kanang people will have something to say about your food, and then especially if kanang ang presentation wise dili mo fit sa ilahang requirement, or number one, nganong mahal ko no ang seafood. Mahal man gid ang seafood as compared to kanang regular nga mga food elsewhere, and if you see also the goods that we have, kuan man sad siya, sulit man sad siya in terms of kanang ingredients, wala gyud siya tipira sa ingredients, and then puno sad siya sa in one tray. So para nako kanang we had that kind of problem nga kanang hala mahal lagi ilang seafoods, but the best part about it is kanang we didn't put a lot of ads or marketing. But we had people come because of word of mouth.
It's always with the planning. Dili lang na siya magawas ang business diha lang gid. There has to be financial planning, and then kung food business kinanglan gid siya ang taste sa food, ang packaging and price, and also kung food manggod siya, it's not just advertising manggod, it's really the word of mouth nga lami ang imuhang giluto. And we are very happy na overwhelming gid kayong orders nga among madawat, no? Because at first I was thinking nga gamay lang, but daghan gid siya ang madawat, and it's a good thing because you're able to provide income opportunities for other people. Monitoring gid siya ang ayo nga dili pwede nga di nimo i-monitor kay food man gud siya, igagawas anang usa nimo ka kapat, usa ka palayo nga inun-unan, kinanglan you are really sure nga nindot gyud na siya nga quality.